Alabama did the thing where they made three-pointers. They get the victory in the Sweet 16, 113 to 88. This was, I'm not exaggerating, one of the greatest offensive shooting performances I have ever seen in college basketball. I'm not kidding. Mark Sears goes 10 for 16 from three. Chris Youngblood hits five threes. Aiden Holloway hits six threes. LeBaron Fallon hits two threes himself. As a team, this is the craziest stat. I think this really just points to what Alabama was doing in this game. Alabama attempted 51 three-point shots in this game. They made 25 of them. So basically 49%, almost 50%. They took 15 two-pointers. That's it. 15 two-point. This was a Nate Oates system masterclass. And look, I know a lot of people were and we'll get to the season in the whole as BYU when we get to them, but I'm gonna let something be known right now. I picked BYU beforehand. I was unaware that Bama had this in the duffel bag. I mean, I know that they shoot like 35% as a team on very high volume, but I don't think anyone could have saw 21 for 50 or 25 for 51 coming. If they're going to do that, there's not going to be a lot of teams that can beat them. They were also really good on the boards, especially the offensive glass. It felt like every offensive rebound they got, honestly, was a missed two that turned into 3 points. So it ended up working out really well for them. But a fairly dominant performance by Bama in this one, where BYU puts 88 points up themselves, and it just was not enough to keep up with the 3-point barrage. So what'd you see in this game, Dion?
Bama's up to 35% as a team.
I think that's what it was before the game.
Shit.
I'm not sure if Ken Palm updated the team stats or not, but I checked before. It was like 116th nationally, 35%, something like that.
Good for them because I monitor that because I've been early on that Bama can't shoot bandwagon. They were 32% like a month ago. So I mean good for them.
I believe
They
they updated it. They're now up to 75th in the country, shooting almost 36% from three.
that's good. Good for them. Good for them. I'm anti-Bama. I'm a Dookie. Like I'm assuming you and G will probably do the preview tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah.
Let it be known I'm on Duke. I don't know what the line is. I don't know who's good. It doesn't matter. I'm on Duke. This was a phenomenal performance from Bama. Only fun because they made their shots though. Like that's the thing to keep in mind. The 51-3 thing is only cool because they made 25 of them. If they proceed to do the same exact thing on Saturday night, the 51-3 thing will not be as fun because they're not going to make 25 of them. But I mean, it was a phenomenal performance. 10 of 16 from Mark Sears is crazy, crazy.
Mark
Like
Sears only
he,
attempted two actual field goals and two actual 2-point field goals, and one of them was a mid-range shot, I believe, for the first points of the game.
it's
Otherwise, all his stuff was from 3-point range. He also had 8 assists to go along with it, only three turnovers, three steals. I think Mark Sears, he got a KenPom MVP in this game. I think you saw the first team All-American Mark Sears in this game. He was special. And look, I know a lot is made about Bama and the fact that, they are a high volume team and they do have susceptibility to maybe not making three-pointers. And then, once you not make three-pointers, you go up against a team that's pretty good from 2-point range defense. You might struggle to score because they really don't do anything else as far as mid-range, anything else on the court to score. But, also that might not be an issue because I was coming here with that energy, Dion, that they are not going to shoot like this again. What if they do?
no, they might.
Like
They
even
might.
if
I
they
mean, that's
even if they shoot 40%, they probably win this game by a lot. And honestly, not to give BYU like a moral victory banner, eh, eh, Bama should if they shoot this way against any other team, they probably win by 50.
yeah,
Legit.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the reality is Bama has a margin for error, right, based upon this performance. I don't know how much it is because I also think part of the reason Bama won by so much is, I mean, BYU was 6 of 30 for three. They're also not going to do that again, right?
Yeah.
So there's probably like a middle ground where BYU shoots 30 some percent from three, maybe Bama shoots 40 some percent, and who knows what the game looks like in that case. But Bama was phenomenal. I mean, you take away Grant Nelson, you take away Cliff Amoria, the rest of the team took 5 2-pointers combined. That's crazy. That's
Crazy.
crazy. Like you listen, I've been adamant Bama can't shoot. You have to sit back and praise them for what happened in this game. It was a special performance. At the end of the day, there's something about being able to shoot in gyms. if you're Duke, you have to look at the way they shot in this gym and say, holy shit, do they see the rim a little differently right now?
Right, that depth perception in the football stadium doesn't seem to affect them whatsoever. Even Aiden Sherrill hit two threes in this game in his 9 minutes. Like that's just the 50% from three. They didn't miss a shot in this game. They were up to 1.43 points per possession. They were just crazy efficient in this game. And you look to the other side, and Richie Saunders had a really good game. I thought he was really effective in this game. That guy's just so good. The fact that BYU is going to get him back next year to be paired with Debanza as well as Keba Keita. Yegor struggled from three in this game. I think you saw like the 1 for 8 3-point performance. Dallin Hall was unplayable. He only played 15 minutes in this game, and he could not do anything. They were racist against my dog Shooter. Mormon. I'm pretty sure Trevor Nell can't even cuss. So how does he get a tech? That's something crazy. But look, it's been fun to follow BYU this season. I think it's gonna be fun to follow them in the future. I think that they're gonna be a team that they're gonna be able to get recruits there. It's a new coach, it's a new system, it's a new day and age for BYU basketball. But they're just not there yet, and I think this kind of showed to me. Like obviously, I'm very high on BYU, but there's levels to this. And Bama's at a certain level, and I think we got to recognize that.
Yeah, but like for year one, Kevin Young, though, like respect to get this far. I thought they put up like a halfway decent fight. I don't think it was like anything to super brag about, but like a very good season for them in what could be viewed as a little bit as a leap year with Devonta coming in next year. Like you said, you're bringing back Kava Keita, Richie Saunders, and you just went up against a juggernaut, man. Like you have to give Bama credit for what happened here. If you score 88 points against almost anybody, you win in college basketball. And I mean, Duke, Arizona, not so much tonight, but like more often than not, you're scoring 88 points. You feel very good about where you're at. I thought BYU played all right. Bama was just phenomenal. How many teams in college basketball beat Bama if they do this tonight? I don't think the answer is. I think the answer is zero.
No, not at all. And it was a sound offensive performance. I mean, they had what? They had 27 assists on 35 made shots. Like this was a special offensive performance. I was watching the game with my wife and I looked over at her and I was like, she didn't really get this one. I'm just like, just so you know, Mark Sears is on his off his fucking rocker right now. And she's like, I mean, yeah, that's how I knew when she recognized I'm like, wait a minute, hold on a second. This is a special performance, but you're not really gonna beat him, or beat this if you are not gonna beat this Bama team if they play like this. I will say that. Like I know a lot of people we'll have the preview up on the channel about what it's gonna look like versus Duke. But look, to beat a team like Duke, you got to be able to score points. You got to be able to rein in threes. They can do that, and they have a lot of physicality, a lot of experience, a lot of bodies on this team that can maybe help them with Duke and how much talent that team has. Obviously, we'll have the preview up on the channel, but Dion, I just want to give you some chance to get off some bars about that.
And listen, the only thing I'd say is here. I do have Mark Sears in our player draft, by the way. He just went ahead and won me that.
Oh,
So,
okay, yeah, go ahead, yeah, go ahead, yeah, chalk it
so
up.
run me my money whenever you
Yep.
get the opportunity. Run me my money whenever you get the opportunity. Also, I'm in charge of the payouts. So just so everyone knows, I'm about to switch it because the player draft pays the least. It will now pay the most.
I respect that. I respect that 100%. But look, first of all, I also got to do this hand up accountability. Had BYU in this game. Sorry about that. I was rocking with them. Didn't know Bama had this. Did not know they had this in their game. But this was the greatest single tournament shooting performance of all time. They broke the record that was previously held by I forgot who it was. Maybe Loyola Marymount, something like that. 25 threes. The only downside of this game, shame on Nate Oates. Shame on Nate Oates. Leave Mark Sears in, and you break that damn record. I think he was one short.
One 3-pointer short.
Yes, one 3-pointer short.
So NATO's pulled a Steve Kerr. Listen, Alabama fans, I've been watching this for years. Your player has the chance to break a 3-point record, and all of a sudden he's on the bench. Get used to it. I've been watching it for years. That's a real shame, NATO. I thought higher of you.
Yeah, I thought he would be one for that. But nah, salute to Bama. Good victory. BYU fans, BYU team. It's been an extremely fun year to cover y'all. A lot more to come. We'll definitely be talking about some off-season stuff with BYU, and we'll have the preview of the Bama Duke game that's going to be happening on Saturday. That game's going to be crazy. Clear your plans. We're not doing anything Saturday. We are locked in on that game. That is going to be some high level hoop. I cannot wait to watch that. We will have the preview up here on the channel as we're winding down towards next week will be the Final Four, but we'll have all the previews and recaps leading up to that here on Sleepers Media YouTube channel. Congrats to Bama, BYU fans. Now it's time to lock in. We'll see y'all next year. It is March, and that means that March Madness is upon us. And if you are looking for a place to play, Underdog Fantasy has you covered. Sign up and deposit using code SLEEPERS, that's code SLEEPERS, to receive up to $1,000 in bonus credit plus a free pick. Head over to Underdog Fantasy today and use promo code SLEEPERS to take advantage of this amazing offer.